Ladies and gentlemen, friends and viewers, welcome back to another Warcraft 3 cast, and guess what we got again? Another matchup from the AWC main block. This is probably gonna be the last one I do it from the current one. I don't know when the next one is gonna be held. I don't really know what this event is like. I don't know. Well, it says last match of main block AWC, so well, I guess this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be between Lin and 2, and don't worry guys, this is not the game Crota casted. I already checked it up. Um, it was from AWC, the one he casted was from, it was also called the AWC main log, but for some reason this is not that game. I've checked it up. Well, at least the spawn locations were the same. I don't know about anything else. And yeah, so this is going to be on the Echo Isles. I don't know what the hell happened in that series. I didn't really watch the whole thing, but we're gonna find out on how these players play out on this map. One of the best players out there, one of the most crazy players out there, I have to imply. His strategies are just amazing at times at whatsoever he does. And Lin, last year WCG champion, the current reigning WCG champion in other words, going against one of the best out there. Let's see how this goes out. Nothing too special. An Archmage coming out, Blade Master Archmage. I can't really say how this is gonna turn out to be when they hit tier 2. He might probably go for the Beastmaster, or he might go for something wacky, choose something else, like being 2, he can do anything else, that is. Sending out his footmen towards the middle of the map. I don't really see. I think he's gonna send it directly toward the enemy base. This is one thing which I don't see other players doing many a times. I don't see other players directly like sending your first footman to the enemy base just to see what the hell is going on there and still escaping with it. And you can just see he passed by them. Or player could have just went attacked the little, tried going after it, but no, he did not. Well, both players creeping out the same camps. Human player getting a ring of protection +2. Orc player getting a gloves of haste. That's always good for the orc player. Human player probably gonna see the item. He probably saw the item by now if he was chasing that blade master for that. Now going after the other camp, getting his hero to level 2 after this one will be done. But by then the orc player will have reached the spot. The peon is still intact there. Peon which went from the bottom location when I was talking about the footman which was going from the upper. So anyway, human player just got to level 2, and here comes the old player directly going after the elemental being killed, giving some good experience if you ask me. And now he's gonna pick up the pieces, kill that poacher, and go after the footman, or just retreat back because he can't really handle the pressure on his own right now, not without some backup. And speaking of backup, here comes the backup. Here comes them grunts. Grunts are gonna try and surround the army a little, try and stop their mobility. That's just what they're doing right there. Archmage, pretty smart enough to get that Archmage out of there. He doesn't want to get him trapped, not even in that little try surround that occurs at times. It happens many a times with the walls, 3 walls. You'll be like surrounded against the 3 walls and your enemy units. You're pretty much dead if you are. And that footman, my god, is just running away for dear life there. Still got killed. Orc player now running towards the human base, but the human player running towards the orc base. Let's see how this plays out. But the human player wants to creep, although the orc player, I don't think he wants any part of the creeps. He wants the human player's peasants. He wants those human player buildings, but well, he just got in, hacked those footmen, those peasant, and now going after the footmen for some reason. And for some reason, yes, the orc player is here, and oh, he was here a second ago. He is here, and he's just took out that elemental, getting his hero to level 2. That's gotta give props to Lin, getting the hero to level 2, mainly by killing enemy units at the start. That's one thing that the orc player want to concentrate on at this point. Human player still gonna apply the pressure, still gonna keep it at the orc base for as long as possible, but Orc player is gonna be able to handle this pretty well. Stronghold is ready, as you can see. Shadowhunter coming out. And human player coming with the Beastmaster. Oh boy, is it? No, it's not a tower rush indeed, but whatsoever it is, it's gonna be harming the orc economy. He's going after the bunk. He's going after those burrows. The orc player wise enough to repair them, and now some micro game going out of there. But the burrow killed that footman, so I don't think the experience went to the blade master. But that's good enough for the human player, I guess. Now a dust of pain is being used. Orc player cannot use the windwalk as effectively as he wants. He can do invisible. He does have a point of healing which he just popped out. You need to be careful at times. Yeah, you know, you're like so close at killing that unit, but just when you're about to do that, it just pops out that potion, and you know it's too late for you now, because if you stay in there for a little longer, you'll die. So yeah, human player pretty much losing everything over there. He just lost all of the footmen and pretty much has to retreat back, saving his heroes, and well, he just wanted to go there and check up if he crept out the expansion, and obviously he didn't, although we can see the creeps over there, or he just saw the creeps and just ran away from there, obviously. And now human player going back at the attack. He wants to keep the pressure up. He doesn't want to give up at this point. And while the orc player goes for some creeping with the Shadowhunter, he does need to level it up, does need to get it to a higher level and get those healing ways, get those high level hexes going out. While the human player just applying pressure after pressure. He's just constantly doing anything and everything to stop the tier 2 production, just destroying those buildings away. Although he's gonna leave that war mill behind. If I'm not wrong, the war mill enables you to build just those catapults. They are called Demolishers. Yeah, they're called Demolishers in the Frozen Throne. Not as commonly used as other units. So yeah, obviously gonna be a little hard for me to recall. Human player now rejuvenating a little at space, and oh boy, he is indeed going for a tower rush. I see those ivory towers, just picking up 2 of them. Alright, he got 3 of them, not 2. And he is going for it indeed. He's gonna go there from the straight up location. He's not gonna like try and sneak up from the upper side. Some players try to do that, but I don't think human players would do that, because you just have to get there in the minimum time available, because those militias can time out anytime, you know. Militias time out and they become peasants, but you do also need them to become peasants to be able to repair those buildings. And oh boy, human player just building those things right like in front of the face of the old player. I mean, this is you gotta have guts to build them. Oh boy, this is bad. Human player researching that 50 gold research, getting that upgrade, magic sentry, and that magic sentry is just gonna disable the invisibility for that blade master. Blade master is once again under effect of dust appearance, because he knew that those towers are gonna go down. Well, the towers did not survive, but the human player able to scare back the old player for a little while. He's going after the units one by one. He's doing a really good job over here. Lin is falling out of options. He just have to he just have to find a way to get back into the game. All of the units are slowed. He needs those disenchanters, those spirit walkers. He needs them right now, and that blade master is gonna die pretty easily, if you ask me, if he's not careful. Orc units dying one by one, and oh boy, if these towers come up, I mean, this is gonna be the end for the orc player. I don't know how he's gonna come out of this. And oh my, he does have a potion of healing. He's gonna be able to heal himself pretty easily, but you also have that Shadowhunter at the back healing you constantly. And oh boy, here comes the Demolisher. Yep, I was right. Demolisher. You get the war mill to create demolishers, and well, demolishers are gonna be pretty good to be in taking out these guard towers. Although they're not fortified armor, they're heavy armor. and they got heavy armor, that is. And but the Demolisher will indeed be good in taking out these spellcasters. They are all unarmored units, and they take more damage from siege and piercing, I believe. Siege and piercing, yep. And well, old players still struggling over here, if you ask me. Doing a good micro gaming over there right now to be surviving thus far. And those towers are like firmly planted into the ground. A human player will probably be making more of them, or will just concentrate on whatsoever he has rather than making more in the front, because giving an open opportunity for the Demolishers to attack would be rather suicidal. Those towers are gonna take out that altar pretty easily, while the human player is gonna stick back and watch while the Demolishers are still just throwing away those boulders, those big boulders. And if the old player decides to go for tier 3, the Demolishers get an upgrade, and that fire ground thing, I don't remember what it's called, but all of their attacks have an after effect. The ground is like burned, and all the units walking over that ground will get a damage over time for until they are over that. And oh, nice combination of ensnare and Demolishers, but it's not gonna work out that well. It's not meant to be done for just one of them. Oh boy, human player doing the right thing right now, if you ask me, getting a tower at the back of the base, because you know Demolishers are here. If you plant them here, they're gonna die easily, but he's getting at the back. Old player having conscience of it, going after that one right off the bat. He's probably gonna go after this one as well, but human player still having say advantage over here. Now the problem for the human player right now is being that he has the resources and all that stuff, but at the same time he needs the resources to repair the units rather than producing away whatsoever he is. He does not have any footmen at all. He might want to produce some of them just to have some people to front of the army, just to have them block the way towards the spellcasters, because these things are really vulnerable to any unit at all. Maybe those grunts, those raiders, or even these spirit walkers. Spirit walkers, I do believe they're stronger than the priest and sorceresses. Yes, they are. They are obviously. Just look at the hit points over there and look at the attack damage and all that stuff. And also the point to be marked that they have it's an adept magic training. So anyways, the towers are, oh my god, the tower, that's one thing I didn't notice. The towers are like constantly attacking, and if the towers are able to take out the stronghold, this is GG, this is game. Lin is not coming out of this one if the towers are able to do that, that is. And well, he might want to pull out those pull out the Archmage and a few caster or something like that, or just sending the summonables to kill these peasants, because these things are easy kill. I don't see them surviving for a very long time. And well, that's just what he's doing, bringing the heroes with the summonables. And here comes the spellbreakers. He's gonna go after those peasants, those peons rather. Peons are gonna go down, and once the peons are down, the Orc player is gonna be out of options completely. Orc player army standing right outside the base, and just like watching their base die, because they really can't do anything right now. The humans are just being too much for him. This is who can just do so much in a game like this, where at this point, when the Orc player has 2 demolishers and you only have like 2 or 3 towers at the enemy with, I mean, most of the times it's like the Orc player is gonna take this out. Orc player will be able to do this, but right now it's the complete opposite. The human player is not doing it, not even like trying, and the Orc player is struggling, if you see to it. Oh boy, Orc player, the struggle did come out in handy. Orc player managed to kill the Beastmaster, but that will be revived pretty easily. Will be back into the game quite soon. Well, let's see. Orc player just got the peons back into the goal line, although those summonables are still heading in to kill them. Towers are still constantly attacking, and the thing is, if you observe this carefully, if you observe whatever is happening over here, those peasants are repairing the towers. Peasants are getting damaged while the demolishers attack them, but at the same time those priests are healing those peasants as well, which is like, I mean, it's not ending. It's not whatsoever the old player is attacking is just not like losing hit points at all, because the hit points are being replenished at a very fast rate, and human player is just well, pretty much getting the game well. Old player going for a final blow, I guess, going for a direct attack out of the towers, and oh boy, I don't believe it is working out so well. Raider gonna die pretty easily, and old player cannot afford to lose anything right now, not with his gold supply being cut out, because he can't really produce anything more at any point soon, unless and until he gets back his goal line back, which he pretty much seems to be getting back, although the 3,000 are still firmly planted into the ground. Those demolishers are doing very less to actually destroy them, mainly because they have heavy armor. If they had fortified armor, those things were doomed. Yeah, that's one thing I'll say. Oh boy, Shadowhunter caught at a very bad position. Oh boy, it might just die. No, human player turning direction, going back, and oh boy, human player might just want to go after go for a finishing blow. Yes, he is. He's going after the stronghold. Stronghold is gonna go down if the old player does not do something soon. And I don't know. From whatever I can see right now, I guess it is GG for the old player, but still struggling. But if the stronghold goes down, it's there goes GG. He had enough of it. Anyways, good game, well played by both players. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Now, in the last match I was talking about how good Lin is in that Oracle's lore, in which he fought Fly, and we just saw a really good matchup between Tu and Lin, and Tu really kind of dominated over that whole situation there. Had the right timing of everything. So anyways, thank you for watching. Z out. Bye bye.